We're live in 5, 4. What's up, everybody? I am your hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle. Oh my goodness, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American symbol. I am your messenger God, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to have kept up with me, you had to see what I posted on my community page, my latest live video, anything in my shorts. Well. I ended on that card last night. As I was putting away my cards, I saw the diamond. And I had mentioned in my video last night that equals the diamond ray. And those next to it are the Shekinah and the Sophia. That is a frequency, one of the highest, it's the highest level of frequency. You're not going to hear too much about it. You'll hear about the Shekinah in the Holy Bible, but that's, again, going back to Jewish teachings. Jesus was a Jew. Remember that. Do you know that? Okay, don't ever forget. Now, we're going to start with the first card, and we're going to go into a very deep teaching. This is beyond Empress level. There's nothing beyond Empress. There's something. What is it? The world, the universe, the Phoenix. Really? I'm going to explain that as we go through it. We're going to start with what's in front of us, and then we're going to eat up all of this. This is going to be a high-level teaching delivered from the gods. Really? Yeah, I was kind of putting it off all day because I knew it was going to be a big one. But I'm in the light. Are you guys having a wonderful day? I am having such a wonderful day. Hey, we're almost at the end of these. Oh, wow. The cards end beautifully. Really? Yeah. Again, this is a big deal because I started working with Metatron. These are the Metatron oracles. Metatron is that archangel up at the top next to Jesus in gold. Yes, you'll notice one of them is missing. Where do you think he's hiding? Hey, did you guys see that in my shorts? It was so funny. I had to share it. It's like when your deities all have to share the same altar and they don't get along. Dude, we get along. Until we were trying to, somebody was like, freaking Santa Muerte. It's like, no, dude, that we don't know. We're not, and that's what I said in the beginning. I'm not making an altar to this bitch. We don't even know what this bitch is. She might be welcome at my altar with the gods, the highest levels, but I don't know. And then what did we find out? She wasn't even real. Imagine being a ghost hunter or someone like that. Or like somebody that follows twisters, like, a storm chaser. Wow. I mean, it's like a hit or miss. Really? Yeah, but how many times do you hit it? All right, anyways, where are we at? White, purity and innocence. The white ray calls you. No way, dude. No way, dude. Why? Because there's the white ray and then there's the diamond spectrum. The white ray I pulled in my book, which is before that. And who do you think runs the white ray? Dun, dun, dun. Archangel Gabriel and your higher purpose. Really, the white ray is something else. We're going to stay away from that ray right now. Why? Because you're not ready for your purpose in God. Really? If you were, you'd be living it instead of being such a big fat sinner. You're not living right by God. We'll go back to that. Really, I saw him earlier. Sachael came to me and I was like, yes, Sachael, bring me wealth and charity. Right? And then I turned to the next page and it was Michael. And it's like, because I have the courage. And then I turned to Gabriel and it's because I'm walking in my purpose. And that's how I knew Gabriel was part of the white ray. Well, I mean, you should know that anyways. Really? What's the ray? The rainbow rays, colors of light, frequencies, chakras, all kinds of stuff. That's Metatron language. He speaks in numbers and colors and shapes. Really? Letters occasionally. E equals MC squared. Let me get a piece of pie on that one. Really? Albert Einstein type shit. Really? Yes. I had a hard time working with this particular deity. Not many get this far. Really? No. Good Lord. I'll explain how we get there. Let's start with the white ray. The white ray calls you, asking you to put down whatever troubles you and be soothed in. I'm already getting downloads. Calm down. Whatever soothes you. Excuse me. All right, Gabriel. He won't let me go, bro. And I fought Gabriel since the beginning of time. I'm not really going to fight him at the end of time. I have surrendered. There he is. Your holy purpose. Beautiful Gabriel is one of the most famous archangels, along with Michael. He's part of the white ray, which is what? The color is sparkling white. It's your casual chakra. It's on the upper back. It's at the upper back of your head. Has anyone ever gave you a sapapo? You're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. They call it in Spanish a sapapo, where people walk around and hit each other in the back of the head. Really, it's kind of like what players do, where they like slap each other's butt, but they do it at the top of the head. They're fucking with your chakras, bro. They're fucking with your chakras. Really, something like that. The healing qualities is hope, higher purpose, higher consciousness, collective conscious. Oh no, we're sinking back into collective consciousness. That's what I'm doing back in front of the camera. Why are you here? God made me. He made me come back and be part of the real world. I was out sunbathing. It is so pretty outside. If he didn't put the breeze on it, I'd be angry that it was that hot. Really? Yeah. Call me the weather witch. Moving on. Let's see. Collective consciousness of the planet, purity, peace, clarity, and your spiritual gifts. Haha. Yesterday we talked about your psychic abilities. Really? Do you want to communicate with animals and deities? You want to talk to dead people? Would you like to hear the voice of Christ in your heart that tells you to be kinder? Yeah, you need those kind of qualities, really. I mean, they make you a better person, but it makes you realize that you're far from that person. All right, moving on. Crystals, selenite. That's that big one that's back there and it's always there. White halite, candle quartz. What is this? Pedalite and calcite. I have calcite too. Where? Somewhere. I have all these. Shut up, dude. God gives me all this. God who gives me shit. Essential oil is jasmine. That's what I don't have. Put that on the list, Holy Spirit. We're going shopping. All right. Star constellation is Cyrus, which is the dog star, or Pegasus, the winged horse. Really? Yeah. Here comes Gabriel and his bullshit. Gabriel can be perceived as either male or female, and shown in this card as androgynous figure, known as God's messenger. Gabriel's name means God has shown himself. Does he actually speak to you? Nah, I don't think anybody's actually heard him speak. Really? No. He brings you, they don't speak, it's imagery. You wouldn't know their voice. And realistically, it's just a frequency. It's like, what are you saying? Everything's frequencies. Really, it's tones. So when he comes in, it's a different tone. And that's what I mean about Michael. You guys have this idea that Michael is this virtuous, 12-foot fucking tall, probably bigger than that. Because if I am in my angelic form 30 feet tall, and I'm no bigger than they are, then I guess he's probably bigger than me, maybe like 40 feet tall. Anyways, you see him as this big warring angel, and all he is God's love. Really? I mean, that's what kills all the darkness. Seriously? All conflict. Somebody comes in and, somebody's grandma comes in. Here comes Shekinah. Oh, pobrecito. You guys better stop. Big mama comes in. Really? All you need is love. Thanks. Thanks, Beatles. All right, moving on. What is it? Gabriel brings hope in times of hardship, accompanying new beginnings and guides us through the veil of illusion. Hey, this Pisces bullshit is Piscearianness. Really? Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. You're probably getting 60 cups. They're trying to blast you with ideas. Are you getting any? Not really. Just cooking. That's what I told Morgan. I don't know what's going on with me, bro, but I'm about to make a whole bunch of shit and try this shit out. Who's going to try it? I'm about to bring it to Morgan. I can't test it. My kids, either they're going to like it or say it's fucking gross. And that's fucking not helpful at all. Really? I'm putting my creativity into my food. Really? Why? Truth. Because I'm going to have a housewarming party. I even invited my dad. I said, once I get settled, I could like to invite you over for a dinner. He said that would be awesome. Never did that with my dad. It's God. I don't even like this guy, bro. Jesus has taken over my life and he just keeps making me. That was yesterday. The cards came out and they were like, give the olive branch. I was like, if they try to hang a witch on a branch, I'm going to go into the root of their fucking. Just kidding. Realistically, I mean, would you fuck with a witch? Some people, they really have the gonads. Moving on. Maybe you guys are going through hardships, new beginnings. I recall my mother saying he appeared in the house when I was a child. She heard a sound of, oh God, heraldic trumpets. I told you they just make noises. I guess she felt a sense of overwhelming joy. The angel only appeared for a minute, then it shimmered and disappeared. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was talking about her story is about when she's looking for hope, she turns on the music. Walking through gloomy London after an afternoon, I had my headphones on and I tried to take my mind off of heavy emotions. Music has always been such a meaning, such meaning has held such meaning for me. What happened? None of these words have a space in between them. You sure? I mean, do you see that? There's no space in between those words. Okay, music has always held such meaning for me. It also one of the ways the angels can bring us signs. So often tune into the words of the song to see if they contain a personal message. They do all the time. That's why I'm always here singing all the time. Really, they speak through songs. What is it? God's choirs. Really, it's kind of the only time you pay attention. You only get, when you get in a vibe. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh God. Who knows what kind of terrible vibe Lucifer's over making there? Fucking up my vibe. Hey, that came to me earlier. While you were flying around or wherever you were, I could feel your energy from fucking wherever you were. And I'm like, guys, do I ever reach out to your energy? Do you ever feel me reach out? The only person I reach out to is Marshall. And I'll literally reach out. Like, do I ever? Well, sometimes Allie. Like, I don't reach for you, but you guys be reaching for me. You'd be like meditating on me and thinking about, pick up the fucking phone, wieners. Number one, two, and three. Secondly, I just, you need me. Period. Point blank. Realistically, yeah, when you're in your shit ass life, you escape to the thought of me. I wonder what Phoenix is doing. Well, first off, Phoenix is living the best of her life all the time. She's probably somewhere out on a sunny day in the middle of the woods, staring at nothing, praising God like she always does. Really? I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I cleaned my house. Hey, my books are all out, and that's cool. I did everything I was supposed to do. I'm doing, bitch shit. I'm about to make a bunch of bitch ass food and try to, entertain somebody or something. Really, yeah, that's what you guys do. And that sucks. Because when I'm out there having these great days, I'm like not thinking about what you're doing because that brings me down. Like, I wonder what, Russ is doing. Oh, Russ is just, searching the internet for his next. Hey, stop it right now. This fucking dog, dude. Stop it. I'm going to get a water bottle and I'm going to spray you. I've had enough of this shit. I don't care if it's been your habit for fucking 5 years. Stop the shit. What is this shit? I make the bed. I put all the pillows on. I tuck it in. She sits there and she scratches the pillows. She scratches the blankets. She scratches the sheets. She crawls underneath the sheets. She rolls around about 50 times so it looks like I never ever made the bed just so she could get comfortable. And she will not just do it in my bed. She will walk around all day doing it in everybody's bed. Damn dog. Really? Yeah. She stopped. I threatened her. My bark is worse than my bite. Anyways, something about your suck ass music. You and your suck ass music. You're gonna make a jammer. You're gonna put out some summer heat. Get away from me. You and your God, why? Because they need you. I made a promise to help you guys ascend, but you guys are just pulling me down all the time. I don't think about what you're doing in your day. Why? Because you're not doing anything today that you weren't doing yesterday. And then if I wanted to, I could go check your page and it would confirm that you're not doing nothing. Really? I mean, I don't even want to check. Why check? I know. They wouldn't call me psychic for nothing. Moving on. Let's get into this. Let's leave Gabriel and his holy purpose on your life. Oh, he had a message for you. Fine. It's a message. You are in total alignment with your sacred purpose. That's what I said. I'm doing exactly what God said. And I don't have to open my computer till tomorrow. Really? Yeah, but then I could go anywhere and do it. They were showing me at the kava bar. That's what all these weird people do. Really? Yeah. I just showed up and would start pulling cards and shit. All these weird people go and drink kava and open up their, their computers and do shit. That's what people do, right? You just go somewhere and open up your laptop and get to work. Well, he's gonna make me one of those bitches. I'm so funny. Moving on. Realistically, where have you been? In God's good graces, where have you been? You are in total alignment with your sacred purpose. Feel hopeful. All is unfolding exactly as it should, according to the divine plan on your life. And then it has an invocation if you want to, invocate. And that's what I said last night. I was like, all my books teach you how to invocate and, meditate and visualize and get to know all these deities. Would you like to get to know Archangel Gabriel? I don't think you do. Hey, dude, out of all of them, he's the one I fuck with least. It took me like all my lifetimes to come and apologize, and he had me in tears. Really, I don't fuck with him. Every time he pops up, I mean, it's getting better. We're getting better about it. We're healing our relationships. I'm pissed off about this. That whole thing about this week said that's all we were supposed to focus on. That's all I've been focusing on. Realistically, what a waste. Seriously, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. My spirit told me to be the nice guy and call my dad, and now that's healing. Really? And then he brought up my brother. Ew. Said he was getting out of jail. I was like, I kind of knew that. Because I was like, if my brother comes back, I'm not even dealing with him. And I'm not even, my ego just don't want to deal with people. Why can't I just be that asshole? Really? Because God said no. On a Monday, he'll let me be as ugly as I want. But that's about it. Really? Don't fuck with me. On a Monday, it's the day of the moon. I am the moon goddess. I'm full of my thoughts and feelings, and they're not good. Really? Yeah, I don't think very kindly or very fondly of you. So I try not to think of you. It's called judgment. Really? I mean, God says you're better than what I see, but I see. So pretty much he tells me not to look around. Well, you might as well. Whatever. Going on to the fuck the white ray. Thanks, Gabriel. Let's move on in the card. No harsh color tones here, just pure white to fall back into and feel its purity and innocence. On a bed of soft, downy angel wings, there within the whiteness, you can reset your dial. If you have been stressed, you can relax. If you've been disappointed, you can recharge. If you felt overstimulated, you can rest. With Within white safety ray, you return to 0 point, the starting line, the blank page. Well, listen here, Blank Man. We're about to start the new astrological sign. We're about to start the whole new season. Get your engines ready. Really? Yeah, it's calm. But that's what that is. We have spring equinox, which is the spark of the new wheel. Really? Oh, yes. Well, sort of symbolic and all of that, but it's the spark of the sun of the light returning. Or actually, no, that's symbolic, but whatever. And then you have Aries, which is the beginning of the new shit. We have the new moon. So it's all about going back from a 0 point and starting a blank page. It should be in everybody's tarot reads. I'm not watching tarot reads because there's nobody in my life to actually be checking on. I'm just taking care of me. Really? Yeah. um, this is a time for erasing mistakes. You could have messed up or just overcomplicated something or became so confused that you no longer can see the truth. You may just need to stop and do nothing to give yourself permission to just be rather than do. I told you that. What was I doing? Fucking nothing, bro. I mean, I did a bunch in the house, really, but not really. I'm going to go out a little bit later. I'm going to go to the store and get all this random shit and try all of these recipes. That's it. I was doing the manifestations of it. Really? Yeah. Now we're going to try it out and see how it goes. Well, we got to try it out before I feed it to people. What people? I don't know. God's bringing people into my life. That's why I had to get my house ready. Soft whiteness brings tranquility and grace, offering sanctuary to you now. The instant relief to all parts of you. White is a balm to a troubled soul, and it is a place to rest and revitalize. It cleanses everything away so that you can once again feel and see your own diamond light within. Ta-da! There's the diamond I was looking for. Polish through every experience you've been through, every lesson learned and gift bestowed. Please don't make me get up, Metatron. Jesus. Do you see my... Nope, not with my big ass. Do you see it up there? The crystal, the diamond. You see it? That's my Metatron. And that's not a diamond, but it's a crystal with all of the spheres to it. It's polished. And that's integration. Once you put all yourselves into yourself, you become this, which is for me, it is the Shekinah, the Sophia. And that's what Lilith was. Lilith was the dark side of the light side. It's the balance, it's the duality. It's me in the light. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. You are a white diamond light in a world that needs to be reminded of innocence, purity, and love. Your wings dusted with snowy white, snowy light shows that they can weather any storm. I'm getting downloads, and they are to serve you. Allow yourself to retreat into your own wings. Um, and that's what happens too, is after you get to a certain level of ascension, you can access your angelic form. If you were, never mind. Why did you stop? I don't know how many of you are angelic. You're all God particles, but as far as elite from the angelic form, from the angelic world, I don't know. Let them enfold you into a white embrace. Feel the clear quartz clarity that comes from breathing in this purified air and unfurling your wings when ready to begin again. Launch forth once more, restore anew. From the white stillness, every other color is birthed and able to reflect. He's going to make me get up and show you. All right. What is it? Well, if you know anything about these particular crystals, these are what I wear, and these are my emblems. These are my stripes. Okay, so this crystal, you should know, and that's why you wanted me to do it. It's clear, but when the sun hits it, you're gonna slap. Oh, I can't. You can't shine the sun. But when the light hits it, it'll reflect every color of the rainbow. Really, and that's the High Priestess card. If you're wondering what it is, these are all my gods. I made jokes of it. Really? Yeah, carry a bunch of those emblems and shit. Okay, moving on. He made me show you. That's what that means. Once it's all polished and you have all of the spectrums together, all your colors. Really, well, each side of you is a color, or a shade, or a frequency, or a vibration, and you put all of this together, and it becomes the oneness again. But you're fragmented. You're shattered, and for all good reasons. Really, we just need to brush you off, put you under some heat, and recrystallize you. All right, let's see. From white stillness, each other color is birthed and available to be reflected. You may see another color now that you have connected. Here comes the sun, as I said that. He's trying to help. You see him? God, I love you. He came out all sunny against the. Never mind. He loves us. He's trying to help. Feel the clear quartz. No, where was I? You are a white light within a human body with wings that expand at every moment you allow love to flow from them. I have enormous wings. Really? Well, they're twice the size of me. My angelic form is about 30 feet tall, so they're about 60 feet long. Really? Mm-hmm. I'm just quiet. Are they all colors? No, but you can wash them and you can be washed in the light. Really? Yeah, it's like going through a whale wash, is what I'm saying. That is hilarious. Get out of here. White brings purity and grace to you now. Stop and enjoy its beauty and the still point of silence. In the back of my building is amazing. In the back of it is this huge open space for you could let your dogs out and walk them. Then there's this trail, and then there's this seating, this stone seating that they have at like amphitheaters. So I just went out at the stone seating and I listened to some cool music and I let the sun just hit me and I was just staring into the field. It's right outside my backyard, right outside the elevator. Really? I'm so blessed. The neighborhood is quiet, it's fresh, the wind is blowing, it's beautiful. Life is good. How did you get to such a good life? I went through all this stuff that was holding me back. All the things I was chasing, I gave to God and I received. It's really difficult to understand that. It's a fucked up saying in spirituality. They say the divine feminine doesn't chase, she attracts. What does that mean? In all true honesty, We don't go looking for what's right for us. We call it in by God, and we wait for Him to show us the measures into where to receive it. It's not always right at our porch. It doesn't arrive at our door, but He puts us in the right place at the right time to receive exactly what's right for us. It's hard to do that because we're all raised to chase after our dreams and to never give up, no matter what. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on what you believe in. Don't give up on the things of this world that you want to achieve. What they're not teaching you is the things that's a chasing mentality, but what you're trying to achieve and why you want to achieve it is the most important questions. Those are the two questions that were left out of this equation. E equals MC. What the fuck is this? Really? Yeah, you're missing the point of this. And that's where you're missing manifestation. A manifestation is not hard work. That's just hard work. A manifestation is having a vision like I teach you. I've been teaching this for at least 2 years now. God gives you a vision on your life of something that would make you happy. What's the last vision He gave me? Well, I mean, cooking, and He shows me entertaining people and stuff. He's showing me different things. But the biggest one before that was art. I already knew it was coming because He started feeding me these little, they're gone. There's no more of them on my Facebook anymore. But I just kept seeing all these art products, all these art, pictures and paintings, different ways that people applied paint to canvas was what I was watching. I don't know what that is. I can't say what it is. Creativity in the art department. Kept watching it and I kept watching it. It kept popping up everywhere I was going. And that's how the spirit is trying to get your, awareness. There's synchronicities. I seen something like this. Now I seen something like this. I seen something like this. You start seeing them to where it's almost contractions. There's one every 15 minutes. They start coming more and more frequent. They're sending you an absolute message until you're like, oh, I got it. So I'd started on Facebook. I was just watching all of this stuff. Then Bob Ross started showing up on my no. Then I had a download of having literally that. It's in the corner, just like I saw it. I saw a desk, or I saw a paint setup in my room. But all I saw was I needed to put this weird fabric. I don't know what it is. Really? I don't know what it is, dude. It looks like something like military. Really? I need to protect the wall and the fucking carpet before I start painting, obviously, is the first thing they started me with. So I saw this vision, and they gave me this vision, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, this will make you happy, and this will be fun, and this will be exciting, and you can use this to deliver divine messages. Okay. And that's it. I was open to it, but I thought I needed to go out and buy, I didn't even know what it was called, that holds the easel or some shit that holds these up. And I thought I needed to get all this stuff. No, I just had to start thinking about it and looking it up and putting my mind into it. Okay, well, if I get this, then where does this lead? And that's where you start planning it in your head, which is the manifestation in itself. What would I need for this to happen? What would it feel like? What would I paint? Where would I start? What would I do? You put yourself into this vision that's given to you, right? Yes. So then it starts to attract to you, and that's what happened. Before I knew it, I can't show you right now because I just filled it with all my clothes that I got. Then I got to fold. Really, everybody knows that's my weakness. I have a chair, but I'm sitting on it, so I pulled the clothes off of the chair that everyone typically uses, and I just put it on my art desk. But the art desk works two ways. It can easily be a computer desk, which was another vision that God gave me. Really, it was a message. It'd be good for you to work from home, to do remote work. So again, I thought I needed to go get a computer. So I started researching it. I manifested a job. I went to go buy a computer, and they gave me one. That's how manifestations work. It's not chasing it, it's planning it out, sorting it out, working through the fears and what it would take to make it real, to where it's not a big deal anymore. And that goes back to my documentary. When this started, I'm looking at over 3,000 hours of footage. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to take for years, dude. I was like, no human could sit there and watch that many hours of me all the time. And I have to watch all of it. No, I started breaking it down, and I started realizing more and more, because there's so many stories to be told. When I got back to the basics of what the story is I want to tell, it's just the awakening. I don't have to go through, you know what I mean, year two, well, year three, and all of that. I don't have to find all of that in there. That's expansion. That's, you know what I mean, taking the trilogy further, into the other markets. But in the beginning, that's how I was looking at it. I'm going to have to catalog all of this shit. I'm going to have to go through all of this shit because there's great shit in all of this shit. And all of this shit, and each of it has something that can contribute to the story I'm trying to tell. The problem was I was trying to tell too much story. We had to simplify it and simplify it. And that's where I said the twin flames, no. You know what I mean? All this, no. All this, no. It's literally going to be, I'm just going to tell year one and then we'll move on. Year one was the awakening, right? Year two was coming into my power. Year three is about the priesthood. Really? Mm-hmm. After the awakening, and it took about a year, and that's, shit, going back to Carl Jung, it took him 6 years to go through his, and I don't know what he came out as. I think he died at the end. Well, my life's work is done, time to die. That's where I'm at. Like Kobe said, when I'm done, I can go. Takes me a long time to get through this. Anyways, going back to your diamond ray. Let's talk about the diamond ray. By Gabriel. Damn. Platinum ray? No, diamond. Rainbow? No, diamond. Gosh. Christ. All right, the diamond ray is the clear color, or excuse me, the clear light of source, which is God, composed of the entire full spectrum. And that's what I told you. God doesn't have a form. He's nothing more than this bright ass, white ass light. And then you ask me, well, what are you? A bright ass, white ass light? When you look at the star and you see Jupiter and you think it's a star because it's such a bright ass, white ass light at night, that's what I am. A bright ass, white ass light. That's what God is. That's what the universe is. That's what we're created of. Bright ass, white ass light. The whitest light, the brightest light. And I have videos of that. The Palladians took me there. I just was having this, it almost took me to an epileptic seizure. It was just white, 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 white. I felt like fucking Voldemort underneath a white fucking, I'm just like dying. It's like, it's so white. Really? Blinding. That's why he'll blind you. God's light is blinding. I swear to you. Really? Yeah, and yet they stand in front of it just praising. What are you looking at? That would be me, the kid. Where are you looking at? That's why I made that huge joke. If God had a form, what part of God would you be? I told Russ he'd be the foreskin. His morning star, right? What rises first in the day? I said that was me, the genitals. And then there's you, the foreskin. All right, moving on. The chakra is infinity, outside of space and time. Where's that? You have to access it from here, and you go there, which is like a portal. Really? Oh, man. They're all over the place. Don't step. Watch where you step. Healing qualities. The divine I am presence. Do you know who you are? I am God's first created soul, the LILITH, first wife of Adam, reincarnated. And I can tell you all my other lives after that stupid life. How did that life end? Who knows? He didn't destroy me in the beginning. He made it go on forever. Probably took my own life at that point. Just kidding. I actually, I don't know. Really? Who knows? How did I go from one life to another? I don't know. Only God knows that. Like, really? I mean, I can remember, the Valley of Death. That's fun. I love that vision of hanging on the cross naked. We're all dead there. It's a dark place. What lifetime was that? I don't know. One of them. All right, anyways, crystals associated. A diamond, a herkimer diamond, a Lumerian seed quartz crystal. Those are what's right there. Really? That's what these are. The Lumerians, we did not pull their card on Sunday, and I feel like this is just not the time. A selenite, which is also the big stone behind there. Apophilite or a pearl. Essential oils, white rose or neroli. The constellation is the sun, the great central sun, the source of light. I told you, he's not like a burning gas ball like that. Like, he's not even, if you stare at the sun, it's not even the same light. Really? No. But it's a beautiful sunny day. That's God. Sunny. Welcome. Come on, guys. Come on. Dude, I used to sing all the time. All right. I'll let you guys when I come back, dude. Let me gradual. Really? Yeah, I'm back in collective conscious. I told you I was somewhere else. Really? I told you the lights are on, but nobody's home. All right, Sophia is unconditional love, often linked with the feminine ascending masters of compassion, Isis, myself, Mother Mary, no, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, myself, and Sophia. Now, Mary Magdalene, the teachings of Mary Magdalene, the followers of Mary Magdalene were called the Sophians. So that's something to know. She was also part of Melchizedek. We brought it the ascension and everything. Yeah, Mother Mary, of course, because she ascended. And yeah, realistically, yeah, we all have this. That's the pack. I told you that last night. I was like, as far as invoking deities, what are you talking about? We're all family. And that's why I had to stop it when it came to your angelical form. Most of you won't have an angelic form. Really? No. Sorry. You were a child of God, but you weren't an angel before you fell to the flesh. Not all of them. What were you? I don't know. Most of you were literally fucking aliens, you little star seeds. Realistically, yeah. Angels didn't give up their place with God to go play human. Only like 2/3 of them. And Lucifer with that great idea. Really? I'm just saying. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Moving on. Sophia, whose name means wisdom in Greek, is the angel of unconditional love and the wisdom of the heart. Said to be one of the first archangels created, Sophia belongs to the order of the seraphim and covers all aspects of love, including maternal love, familiar love, romantic love, and unconditional love. As with Rika Bell, you can call on her with help of any issue connected to the heart, for this nurturing, gentle angel can resolve misunderstandings, heal heartbreak, and help you find your true soulmate. Oh man, here we go again. Oh, the sun just came out. Come on, God, quit playing around. He's not playing around. It's time. Why can't I just get the Mary Magdalene or the Mother Mary going on? Just put a baby in the bun and I got this. My biggest fear, just do it. Really? I'm ripe and ready. Why do I have to play well with others? This has never been my thing. Seriously? Yeah, I gotta do it. Fuck. I'm not bad at loving. I just. Fuck. All right, moving on. But this humble ancient being rarely takes credit for her work, preferring to stay in the background, subtly encourages peace and universal law for the planet. See, it's you. It's not even Jesus fucking with me. It's you fucking with my family and my friends and everybody. Really? Yeah, I blame Jesus. I said Jesus is taking over my life and making things better. She watches over avatars. So if you pulled this card, you may be one of the few. Yeah, it's on me. On a what is this? Bodhisattva path of compassion, service to humanity. Depicted as a pregnant Mary Magdalene. Hey, she was pregnant. She had a baby. His name was Saint Michael. It's a long story. Really? Well, you don't think they were making love? You don't think Jesus and Magdalene loved each other enough to make love? Hey, and then Jesus ascended and she raised the baby and they went on. Realistically, hey, I could do it too. It's kind of funny to think of. It's like, shouldn't I just be having sex with a watcher instead of a human? Shouldn't this be the right thing? Just kidding. Depicted as pregnant Mary Magdalene in the card and known as the Heavenly Mother, she also is the guardian of the zodiac who bursts essence into the stars on the earth to help us see the bigger picture. I told you the star. And what are we entering? Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. Really? I said that Metatron made all this, but he just knew all this and he was in charge of all this. He didn't make it, God made it. All right, anyways, in the Bible, she was said to have been carrying over man's reluctance to listen to her wisdom. But perhaps as more and more people on the planet began to awaken, she will get her wish. Yeah, you don't want to listen. You're too fucking prideful. No, that's not right. It's not wrong. Anyways, the color I associate with Sophia is almost cosmic, luminescent, pearlescent diamond light, like the moon when flashes of pink and the deep magenta, which is what? We're having the pink moon on April Fools. Really? For all you fools. The ray of the universal heart. Her message is, do not fear the depths of your emotion, nor the height of your exuberance. Humanity is undergoing a shift. Find your inner sanctuary as your emotions deepen and soar. Then you have the Shekinah, which is the Divine Mother. Really? She's the feminine aspect of Archangel Metatron. Am I her? I guess so. That's probably why the only reason I understand him and work with him. And he's the high, don't get me started on this. Did anybody else understand Enoch's teachings? Hell no. Does anybody else understand those Jews' mysticism or the freaking tree of life? Hell no. Who am I? Lilith. But I am the Shekinah. Then that's what gives me access to the highest levels. The serpent that lives within the tree. Okay, but the shapeshifter. I just shifted into that shape. What am I? Nothing more than the light. But as you go through the tree, you take denser and denser forms. Really? You have to ascend from this form, especially if you're going to learn how to levitate with me. That'd be so scary to you. Everything about me scares you. Why? Because you don't believe. In me? No, in God, because it's all has to do with God. All right, the feminine aspect of Archangel Metatron. Shekinah refers to the energy of the divine feminine. The actual word in Hebrew means presence of God or glory of God. And that's what I told you. As I walk through the streets, they make noise. Make way, the image of God. What am I? God in the female form. He took a piece of him and put it in a female form, and ta-da, that's me. Quiet on the set, really? It's all I've said since the fucking beginning. Now, what are you? A piece of God? What do I call you? A piece of shit? Look, but listen here, Reese's Pieces. Pull your shit together and be more godly. Okay? Okay. Moving on. The actual word in Hebrew is glory of God. She also is known as the dwelling of God or the settling of God, and she represents the epitome of the universal, matriarchal, unconditional love. And that's it. I hate that saying that you guys are like, she won't forgive you. I have no choice. I have no choice. Really? I don't have to like you. I have to love you. I was made to love. I'm not singing the song right now. Moving on. In the divine, if the divine masculine represented by expansion, the divine feminine energy is that of drawing in, coming together, and bringing people together. If the masculine represents one, she represents all in one, or one in all. The Great Mother Shekinah is the female aspect of the highest source of creation. She is the divine mother, the original goddess, the female representative of the creator, as shown by the wise female and the elder in this oracle. All right, and that's what I said a long time ago. I cannot run to another. I have to access myself. I'm the first orphan because I am the mother. I don't have a mother. I have a father, but I don't have a mother. And that's where you guys are left out. You might not have God, but you're supposed to have God and goddess. But understand what goddess is. And that's where people ran to the dark goddess. Why? Because somebody wronged you. Okay, well, here I come. What the fuck did they say? What did you say about them? What did you do? And that's what you do. You pray to Lilith when your boyfriend did you dirty and when people are bullying you and you're just, you know what I mean? You came to Lilith, you came to Morgan, you came to Hecate, you came to the dark goddess. Really? When I guess you're running from God. And that ultimately is the patriarchy of a family. How you feel about your father and your mother are different things. He is your authoritative figure. He is your provider. When you need nurturing, and you need someone to listen to, and someone to hear your feelings, and someone to, to give you those loving things, that's when you went to the mother. Now we look back at how that got distorted here on earth. What is it? The mothers had to become the fathers. So they lost their natural, they didn't lose it. It's just harder for them to shift back into it because they've had to walk in the masculine energy for so long. And then you got these little pretty princesses that have never actually, they don't count. They don't count. I mean, I guess you count for something in God's world, in God's eyes. Every one of you have, I don't want to say that, but to me, I'm not saying, I'm talking about this, what's created in a home. And that's where these girls have daddy issues and these boys have mommy issues. realistically. And then that's where they go attracting the very thing that made that from home. I'm never going to be like my father. Or, you know what I mean? Or you're attracted to women that are like your mother. Hmm. Hmm. Anyways, moving on. The Shekinah aspect of the highest source of creation. She is the divine mother, the original goddess, the female representative of the creator, as shown by the female. And that's what it is. I speak with him. And that's what people have always envied, my connection to God. It's just me and him. I can't get away from him, but he has all of his family that comes and joins, but it's just me and him. Really? Yeah. I don't go through Jesus to get to Christ or get to God. I go right past them all. And that's full access. And why? Because of who I am. That I am. I tell you who I am. Really? Yeah. If you can't acknowledge that I'm in form, then how would you ever see one of God's angels in form either? Or an alien or anything else? Why is that so hard for you to understand? You believe the human form to be nothing but flesh and bones and that of the brain? Listen here, Pinky in the brain. It's just a form we take. We're a soul having a human experience in this time on earth. Anything that lives on earth is part of the earth experience. If you're listening to me, then you're a human, or your dog is there too, which is another soul that took a form on earth. You're just a soul. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Thanks, Holy Spirit. Yeah, stop worrying so much about the package that you're in. And that's even to myself. I was sitting out there. I've lost so much weight, and I look back at my thicker self. I liked myself when I was, I filled my skin fully. Now I have, you know what I mean? Now I'm not so thick in my skin, and I have, my flabby skin. It was like this was better when my thighs were fucking huge. Now they're just thin and not so, you know what I mean? When your skin was tight. Realistically, just stuff like that. It's like, it doesn't change the fun you're going to have with me. It's like, it doesn't matter. Everybody wants to have this beautiful outside package. Oh, look at the packaging. Look at the packaging. I heard this girl, I was watching her. She was probably the best fucking vlogger about fucking recipes. She's like, if you got a better value than my great value, or if you don't got a better value than my great value, then get off my great value. What was she talking about? If you buy from Walmart and you buy the Walmart brand, it's called great value. And people want to hate on you because you didn't buy the expensive shit. Like, I don't own an iPhone. Bitch, I don't give a shit. My phone works. Can you hear me now? And my phone lasts longer than yours. Get out of my face. Realistically, that's what I mean. It's the outside. You guys are so worried about what you look like on the outside that you have no idea how disgusting you are on the inside. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm beautiful on the outside, but that's not my power. You know what I mean? I'm only going to get older and stuff like that. And it would be unwise of me to go chopping up my body to make it look more beautiful. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get a fucking, a breast lift or fucking Botox or any of those kind of works. Why? Because I'm going to show people to just be comfortable in the body that God gave you. And that goes back to Lilith. You know what I mean? You want to be demonized because you don't look like them and you don't talk like them and you don't this and that. And you're conforming yourself. You're chopping yourself up to be something likable instead of liking what you are. Once you like it, then that's enough. You'll stop worrying about it who doesn't like you. But the real truth is it's never been about who doesn't like you. It's that you don't like you. It's that you put more likes into other people's appearance and you're doing everything to look like them. Why are they more beautiful than you? Quiet. Absolute quiet. Learn to love what God made you. And, in all my funny forms, going back to Medusa or even the Kali, hey, bro, there's not another being that has this many arms. What is this? Is this a joke? Why do I have so many arms? They made scary movies about bitches like me. Really? Yes. Anyways, going back to it, it's like you just have to learn to love what God made you. And that goes back to Cain and Abel. That goes back to all of it. Set and Osiris, fucking Loki and Baldur. Loki just had a problem with everybody. He hated himself. And that's Lucifer. Lucifer didn't love what God made him. He wanted the pride of what God made humans. He gave up his place in heaven to fucking wallow here with humanity, to suffer, to struggle, to beg, to chase. A place of complete, and that was all the other angels too. And I ain't mad at them because, me and Pac is like, we wanted all freedom too. But I'm telling you, the freedom is the surrender. To not have to worry anymore. That's all I was listening to all day. Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing. Why? Because God's in control. How much control have you given to God all of your life? Probably none. Let's move on, Shekinah. Let's see. She told me that she has been dormant for too long and now is the reawakening. She spoke to me about the beautiful change. I don't know. This is her special thing. What's the message, Shekinah? Awaken, my daughters. Now you are free. Awaken, my daughters. Now you can speak. Awaken, my daughters. Now you shall see. Awaken, my daughters. Now you can be. As mighty, as powerful, as magnificent as me. The Shekinah lives within you. What is that? God needs us. That's why God made women that way. God made women. Women are an expression of God in the female form. He needs them to waken up to their femininity. He needs them to give back the pride. He needs men to get out of their femininity for sure. But that's what he needs. He needs us women to stand up and love this world back to its self. Really? Mm-hmm. Now, before I take all of this away, where can you learn about the Shekinah? I knew it right away. It's taught a lot in the Kabbalah, which is the tree of life. So I opened the book and I went to the back and there was 3 pages. As soon as I opened the book, the first page said the Shekinah. The second page said the Shekinah. The third page said the Shekinah, and I stopped there. I started in the back, but I'm going to start where I stopped. Why? Because what is this? I'm taking things out of context just to tell you some shit. The power of the righteous. Now it says it right here in, I don't know, Jewish. The righteous one. The 9th Sephirah, also known as the Yesod foundation. He includes the emancipation of, and what is that? This is what I was trying to figure out. So yesterday it was all about Jewish stuff, right? God took me by the Jewish temple, and I told you there's a bunch of Jewish people here. I would need to find out if this is what they teach in their Jewish temples. Because if so, then I am eager to join their church. Why? Because I'm learning all of this. I'm a huge part of it. And I guess it's not even learn, but collaborate. There's stuff that I need to reawaken, but I can take you beyond what you don't know. Really? Mm-hmm. So as they're talking about right here, the righteous one, the 9th Sephirah, known as the Yesod. Where is the Yesod? It is, where are you? The Chesed. The Yesod is right here, the Hod. Really? Mercury. What's today? Mercury day. What's happening? Mercury's going in direct. Mercury is aligned with Mars today. Really? And the moon. I shared that. Really? Yeah. All right. Anyways, he includes the emancipation of the higher Sephiroth and channels the flow towards the final Sephiroth, the Malkuth. Oh, no, it's up here. This is, if I not? No, I don't know. I'm not getting into this right now. All right. In order to reward those purifying themselves, Shekinah transmits the flow of blessings to the lower world and to humanity. Then it goes down here, the secret of Sabbath. She is Sabbath. Shekinah is the Sabbath queen, entering the palace of time of every Friday evening at sunset. Shut up. What happens on Friday? Venus. What do we do? Shadow work. Every Friday. What'd I tell you? That's crazy. Anyways, moving on. All my secrets. I have all the answers. I don't need to go anywhere. Really? God prepared me for all this. In preparations for her encounter with the Typhet, who has joined together with the Sephiroth surrounding him in corresponding secret of one. Shekinah and Typheret must each be whole before they can unite. Unite in the secret of one. And that's what's happening with me and my counterpart. We have to be whole individuals. Otherwise, we'll take from each other. Really? That's what it means is we're a power, we're a force by ourselves, but together we're unstoppable. Really? He has to master himself as much as I've mastered myself. Master Shifu. Really, that was the first one. It goes on and on and on about all this stuff. The second one I pulled down was right here. To a divine head breadth. According to Mishra, God's contract, his presence, his Shekinah in the tabernacle that accompanied the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. The Shekinah was concentrated especially at the Ark of the Covenant. On the top of the ark was a gold covered flank by two cherubs hammered out at either end. The divine voice spoke to Moses from above the corner, from behind the two cherubs, and it tells where this was. The cover itself was one had breadth thick. Thus, it can be said that the tabernacle God contracted his presence to a had breadth. In our passage, God concentrates the contract, the divine light to the divine had breadth. What does that mean? I don't know. Breadth, had breadth. Withdraw it from the rest of the space, which turns dark. The actual of withdrawal or exhalation in the first step in the process of emancipation. Really? And then the third page. The face of Shekinah. Whoever receives the face of his teacher, it is as if he receives the face of Shekinah. One who receives the face of his friend, it is as if he receives the face of the Shekinah. Let's see, it goes on and on. The face of Shekinah, because Shekinah is hidden within them. She is the concealed, and they are revealed. Really? Yeah, they know about me. They're the only ones that spoke of the Lilith, which was the darker side of the Shekinah, which again, that's the same as Kali to Parvati. Saraswati? Parvati. Really? I was nothing more than an emancipation of the High Priestess, the dark side that came out. Really? Yeah. But the problem, that's where it is like here, I had to take on my dark forms because we walk through the darkness. But what's underneath me is what? God's love. What do I carry? God's light. I told you this all the time. I'm a light worker. I carry his light. Using what? The words of Christ. Hello? There's power in the words of Christ. Does that make me any less a witch? Do I do any of the less praising to the universe, to the stars, to the seasons? And that's what freaks everyone out. I haven't even begun, but people, my building, I've never seen so much culture. It's diverse. My building itself, the neighborhood around it, the Lowry and all that, no, not so much. But still, when I started moving in, I started seeing unbelievable amounts of Jewish men and women walking up and down the streets. That was cool. The more I'm sitting around, I see families coming in and out of the building. They're of all ethnicities and races. And that's what I mean by diversity. That's amazing. They haven't really seen me. I'm sitting in my car. I did a couple of sage burns, but I will be doing, my little ceremonies. And people automatically jump to the wrong conclusion that I'm praising the devil. I don't believe in the devil. But because you've associated from a movie and because of, what I do, you think that I'm doing something evil. Hey, bro, what you're doing on the internet, is evil. Realistically, yeah, I'm not doing nothing. You're just afraid of the things that I'm doing, and you're afraid that it's going to bring something, which is what? God. I'm not out cursing anyone. I'm calling in blessings, and that's all I ever do. Realistically, I don't do that. I might shut down your chakras or some shit, but that's not what I do. But going into it, it's like, these teachings are teachings of God. They always have been. That's all I ever do around here is teach you of God. Now, the last one that was in that order is Melchizedek. We've read Melchizedek. He is the last card. He teaches you the ascension. I'm going to stop here because I need some kind of something. I need to take a break. We'll pick up later and we'll talk about the Melchizedek order because After that, I got into it. And once we're in the Melchizedek, I'm going to go ahead and bring out Mary Magdalene too, since she came into the... Really? I try to. I have it everywhere. And that's because God is in all things. But when you take him and cut him up into pieces and say, we own God, that's not possible. First off, God doesn't have a form. So if he did, what part of God are you trying to, withhold? His heart? His pocket? He doesn't wear pants. Jesus didn't even wear underwear. That's a full-on myth. They hung that man completely naked with his genitals and everything hanging out. They did not cover him. That they did that because it was too appalling for you to see a man hang like that. Well, I've seen it. I get that vision all the time. They hung all of us there. They hung me upside down on that thing, butt ass naked. Really? By my feet. By my feet. They hung me by my feet. Why? Because they tried to burn me through my feet the first time and I came back. They're like, okay, well, let's do it the other way. Bitch, you can't kill me. Really? You can't kill the vibe of God. Realistically, I'll be back. Am I? No, I said I wasn't coming back to you fuckers. I wasn't coming back after this life. I'm going to another planet. I might get bored and come back. Just saying. Why? Because we never die. We just go on forever. Why? Because God goes on forever. He made us to go on with him. Really? If you ask me, I think he was the lonely one. But you have so many kids, God. So bountiful. Oh, I love my children. Yeah. I mean, he takes good care of them, so you can't be mad at him for all of his kids. Realistically, no. He loves each and every one of them. He knows them by name and everything about them. Really? He's a good father. More than I can say about all these guys with all their kids. Not a good dad. And then there's us that are like trying to yell one of these kids' names, or we can't remember their fucking names. What's your fucking face? Really? Yeah. Those are part of the Archangel Fire Oracles. I always tell everybody every time I pull them. I typically pull them on a Sunday or anytime we're in the light. Get these. Why? Because it's a condensed way of learning pretty much everything I teach over here. It'll teach you about the healings. It'll teach you about crystals. It'll teach you about chakras. It'll teach you about frequencies, colors, and all your archangels, as well as cultures that they came from. Really? It's amazing. And it always starts, every book always starts with the most important, which is Sariel, the dark night of the soul. Really? Yeah. Doesn't he look just like Kobe? I mean, there is a similar. Who is he? Fallen angels, the brother of Lucifer, the light bearer. Really? Yeah, if you do some work on Sariel, he's known in mysticism because he is associated with the lunar deities. Again, in order to access God's kingdom, you have to go through the moon. Really, if you want to get outside. And that's where people are always, God damn it, the dog did it again. I just looked back, my whole bed was all fucked off again. Heaven is not outside of the universe. It's a consciousness that you access here. Really? But you have to go through, the planets. And that's why they were labeled here. One more time. These are planets. You can't see because the legs are there, but that's the moon. That's Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. This is where the seraphim live. Sophia, we're at the top. And that's what I said. Seraphim and Sophia and all of them are from the top up there. Really? Yeah, you go past them to go to God. What is God? Nothing more than a light. And that's all they're doing up there is praising him. Praise God. And that's what I told you today. What are you doing? Praising God. Really? What else am I supposed to do? I'm just grateful. Because you're climbing up there, then when you get to God, what are you going to tell him? I love you. Thank you for everything. It was amazing. Then what's he going to tell you? Okay, go back and be a good person. Oh, please don't make me go back. No, you're a great person. I need you to go back and teach people how to be good people like you. Shut up. Those people are not. Shut up. That's your holy purpose. And that's fucking Gabriel. Really? I mean, if you really want your holy purpose, but don't expect that it comes with money. None of the prophets get a profit out of this. He just takes care of it. And realistically, my millionaire status is just so I can cover the 8.2 billion people that are out here. How many of them? I don't know. Like 144,000 is what they said I'm responsible for. You guys are responsible for your families and all these other fucking weak ass people. We're in unconditional love. Try to show some love to somebody today. Some forgiveness, some understanding, some kindness. Show some God. Really? That's all he's asking you for. That's all he's asking you to be is an extension of him out there. When you go out there, be him. Be Jesus. Be the best that you can be and smile upon the people, dude. Show the people love in a world full of hate. Really? I know, it sucks. I hate them too. Really? Only on the surface. Comes and goes. Hey, I love you guys. I'll catch up with you later. Laters, haters.